The X500 has joined the club of semi-running motorcycles. But Andres, his bike, needs to be part of that club. We're going to make it part of that club today. Hopefully, subject of prosecution is going to be the Lance Milan 2008 GY6 scooter. Not sure why I said it like that, but I did. And what's done is done, and nothing can be taken back. Let's get the scooting, shall we? Let's see where I last left off with the GY6 scooter. I was getting the air filter sorted out, so I could do a little testy test on it. Testy test with the testy best. That's what they say about the Lance Milan scooter. In case you guys are curious, it's actually the slogan, I think. I'm not sure. You have to double check me on that, but yeah, this is what we will be messing with today. The Lance Milan custom upholstery. The foam is revealed so that it's easy access for inspections. Looks like it's still good. It's got under-seat storage, and we will yank all this off. Probably should have phrased that a different way, huh? You're in it. You thought you could escape Fang's garage? You're wrong. Nobody escapes. Not alive, anyways. Not according to the little baby doll that was here last night. They unfortunately did not make it out. Yeah, that's okay. We will hold a ceremony, and we will make the baby better. The baby will become stronger and faster, and it will get more than 2 legs. It'll have hundreds of legs. It's a baby millipede. You guys ever seen a baby millipede? How cute they can be? They're adorable. It's basically a baby with hundreds of legs. Hundreds of human legs. All right. Let me strap you guys in for a wild ride on the scooter. Hopefully everyone took their Dramamine. This show is known to get people very car sick. That's right. Gotta keep it interesting, right? We'll be joined today by none other than the main co-host, Courtney. She's going to be keeping an eye on things, and she will be keeping an eye on this little plumbing piece that I obtained yesterday via Ace Hardware. Thank you, Ace. They are not the sponsor of today's madness, but they did have what I needed, so that's good. Right, Courtney? She thinks so. All right, so what I'm going to be doing today, if I could get my camera oriented correctly, I'm going to be installing, well, first I'm going to be skipping this ad in a moment here, but basically I am installing this pod filter on the GY6 scooter, and let me actually get this camera up a millimeter higher, and it'll make all the difference in the world, so I can zoom in. Right here, this part of the frame. 30 million creators like me. Hold on, gosh, diddly darn it. AI and tools, but it doesn't stop there. Supplement their AI tools with all their high-end music, sound. Do they wait until I'm about to start talking, and then they're like, "Okay, initiate a 47-minute ad and go." All right, Courtney knows. She knows exactly what goes on here. So basically, fix this camera real quick. Oh, what's up, Joshua Boo? How you doing, man? Been waiting for you, Joshua. The frame is right here. This cross member piece right here, this metal piece. So if you wanted to put a pod filter on here, obviously you're going to run into problems because this part right here is going to be preventing it from happening. So can't put a just metal piece on there because it's not going to just go on there. I also have some kind of sealing surface, and that's where this rubber piece is going to come in. Probably going to cut it down a little bit. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll leave it the size it is. Basically, I'm going to put this on the carburetor and then put this in the end and cut this piece if needed, or cut this piece, or cut anything. Maybe I'll give Courtney here a haircut. Highly doubt it. She will not let me touch her hair. But yeah, I'm going to do that first. Basically, I'm just going to throw this rubber piece on here and yeah, see if it works. I think it should work. According right now, CT, I am working on a GY6 scooter. It's basically like a really common scooter. It's like on a lot of different scooters, or the engine GY6 is on like a lot of different scooters. So this is a Lance Milan scooter, 150cc, and sorry, I'm just concentrate on getting this thing on here real quick. Let me unplug this, get out of my way. So yeah, if you a lot of different scooters use this engine, GY6, or at least something very similar. So that's the scooter engine that is on here. Let's see, actually I'm going to do something with this and modify this a bit. So this is hitting the carburetor, the body of it right here. It's hitting it a little bit too far. Like basically the clamping surface needs to be up against the edge right here pretty much. So I'm going to modify this a little bit, see what we can do. Let me get you on the mod cam. And Courtney, she's watching. She's waiting for someone to slip up. Indonesia. Oh, yeah, that is sick. Oh, nice. E-bike. Is it a Honda? No. I will grab the camera off, show you. The brand is called Lance, and the model is called a Milan, Milan. It's just like a typical standard scooter that has this style engine where this is like, or I think this is actually the transmission basically. So yeah, just a standard 150cc scooter. And right now I am trying to get it running for my buddy. Having an issue where basically the scooter will start and oh yeah, I remember you living the gangsta life. The scooter will start, but once it gets heated up, it will not stay on. So that's the issue that he's having. I'm not sure if it's fuel related or what. I'm actually looking at it right now and I see a line coming off of the fuel tank that is not connected. So maybe that popped off somewhere. I'll have to check. All right, so I'm just going to do some modifying on this with a razor blade. Try and cut this without slicing my hand open. Of course, you always want to cut towards yourself if you're going to be cutting something. Just kidding. Don't do that. Cut away from you. Don't do what I'm doing. Okay. Let me actually do this on air cooled. It is air cooled. The deal for real. It's all air cooled. How are you guys doing? How you doing, the deal? It is air cooled engine. They are pretty easy to work on too. And the parts are pretty readily available for the GY6 engines. So it's almost like the like Predator 212cc engines, how they're used for like a bunch of different machines. It's the same thing with these GY6 engine setups. It's all it's used on a ton of different scooters at least. So welcome to today. And a lot of the parts are interchangeable. Intake manifold, carburetor, everything is really cheap. Where you can forget about inheriting someone else's world and make yours. Just trying to carefully do this. Yep, cutting my hand open, and also without taking forever to do it. But yeah, the carburetor on this bike You can buy a brand new carburetor, intake manifold, air filter, like the entire thing for like $30 brand new. So it's pretty nice if your if your carburetor ever gets like, you buy a scooter and it's like you think it's beyond repair as far as the carburetor goes, $30, you have like the whole entire intake system, and you can just slap it on there. Also, same thing with the jets and everything. Pretty easy to find, I think. So, and I think you can get a decent amount of power out of these. This is a 150cc scooter, and it's automatic. You just hit the throttle and go. And I rode around with this with my daughter on here, and I'm not the skinniest person ever, and it pulled us around the neighborhood pretty easy. So if it's just you riding it by yourself, just regular person, then you know, it's got a decent amount of power to pull you around. I can't imagine. I could imagine that probably you could tune them pretty, get some good horsepower out of it. Also, I've seen some crazy videos of people like can't remember who commented just now about the dudes racing on like the rice paddies. Like those guys are probably using GY6 engines, and they probably get a ton of horsepower, probably porting them and getting all these mods to them. I'll read you guys' comments in a minute here. Just trying to focus on cutting this semi-straight. Doesn't have to be super perfect. I'm just kind of trying to get it close, and then I'll try and clean it up at the end. This razor blade's getting pretty dull. It's getting there. Kind of hard to get a nice flat cut with this, but whatever. We'll make it work. Oh gosh. Messed that up. Took a chunk out of there, huh? Okay. Improvise. All right. I'll make it work. All right, pretty much got it trimmed up. Almost. Give me a second here, guys. Straight-ish. Not perfectly straight, but whatever. It's a little bit shorter than it was. See if I can even this out right here. All right. There's that clamp that. See if I can get any more off. Well, I guess I could do a little bit more. I guess I could just use this as a guide real quick. There we go. We are open, by the way. Open from 2 a.m. till 4 p.m. today. In case anyone wants to stop by and drop off any unwanted motorcycles, we do accept unwanted motorcycles, no questions asked. You don't need to explain anything to us. Just you can just bring it over. We have towels, we have rags, we have WD-40, we have everything that they might possibly need. Just so feel free to go ahead and drop on by and bring us any unwanted motorcycles that you may have, and we will take care of them. No questions asked, guys. Courtney, she might have her suspicions, but that's okay. That's her own personal thing. She doesn't run the whole operation around here. So a little bit of a thought here. I thought, okay, well, I could just put this all the way down and clamp it down a little bit, and then I could just use it as a guide and hopefully not mess it up any more than I already have. Yeah, I don't see why this wouldn't work. Keep it nice and flat, huh? Let me do this down on the dirty ground so I don't mess it up. That's where all good projects are usually done. Down on the floor. Get down and dirty. In Fang's garage. That's how we do it here, folks. We are down in the dirt. And we love it. I love getting dirty. You know I love getting dirty. I ain't never gonna stop getting dirty. Okay, also whoever has a Pokeball for your profile picture, I saw that you commented something. I will read it in just 1 second here. I'm not sure if it was related to Pokemon or not. But I'm curious what you said. I will answer your question in about 10 mechanic seconds. And by mechanic seconds, I mean it could actually be 10 seconds or it could be about 14 minutes. Depending on whether or not I slice my hand open right now. Might be 14. Let me see. Here we go. Got it. Used my mind as I should have. And now it will be truly 10 seconds. Nice. Done. It's done enough. And I've done enough, if you couldn't already tell. Cut it off there so you can see like the push it down a little bit, maybe make it a little more even looking. That's the before with a little extra bit on there. This is the after. Let me read you guys' comments real quick. Is that my girlfriend? No, Jacob, it is not. This is my co-host Courtney, but she does get that comment quite a bit. Nice and cool today, working on something. What are you stressed out about? The deal for real? Oh yeah, I bet. Why is there a head, Smokey? She is the co-host, and sometimes she helps hold parts. She kind of replies to the comments sometimes. If you guys ever get a reply back, she lets me know. Yes, Motorhead. Professor Oak, the girl is not for sale. Sorry. Now she's become priceless in the channel. This guy, on the other hand, who seems to have a really bad attitude all the time, him and his buddy here, they might be for sale. Edgar Allan Poe, more like Edgar Allan No, because he's having a poor attitude. Can't sell a girlfriend. Everyone has a price. Yeah, I was going to say you might not want to look directly in her eyes. Texting hi, can't say it's silent. Hey, what's up, Art? She has been around. Does she talk to me? Yes, she does. Whisper in my ear, big booty, you know what? Courtney, whatever your name. Yes, it is Courtney Love. She loves being in Fang's garage. Hey, what's up, Zach? How are you doing? Work wife? Yes, technically, she is my work partner. Okay, we are a partner in this business. She actually pays for most of the stuff, and that's why she has this look on her face all the time. Hey, what's up, Kenneth? Jetting? Yes, stock. Yo, what's up, P0? How you doing, man? How's the e-bike going? You been riding today? Hopefully I'll be riding this thing today, the GY6. I'm going to hopefully get it running for my buddy before the weekend, and Courtney thinks I can do it, and I think so too. Let's see if we can do it. I am going to throw the little makeshift air intake boot on there, and we'll see if it'll work. Let me grab my flathead. Grab a better flathead. Something kind of sucks. I broke it the other day. Sorry, guys, I forgot to switch you to flathead cam, but you get it. I'm walking to get a flathead. You've seen it done before. You've seen it once, but you've never seen it like we do it at Fang's garage. Let's see, what's blocking this thing? Some kind of rubber piece. Looks like a little cap to cover the starter contact. Okay. Going to give you a little zoom vision so you can kind of see a little bit better what I'm doing. I'm going to be putting this little rubber boot on here. See if it'll just slippity slide right on there. Might have to get a little convincing. What I'm thinking is, what I'll do, Let me take off this little bolt right here and make it a little loosey-goosey real quick. Loosen her up a bit. Guess what I bought today? A big bucket and a bunch of bleach. Any guesses on what I'm using it for? Anyone? Anyone need a gigantic screwdriver? You could unscrew a screw from 2 blocks away with this screwdriver. And your neighbor's like, hey, can I borrow a Phillips head? And you're like, don't worry, dude. Got you from 2 blocks. You're on screwdriver cam. Thanks, Raj. This one did not work. Where was I? All right. Enough is enough. I've had enough fun for today. It's time to play. Oh yeah, by the way, in case anyone was curious, yes, I was thinking about taking the baby and possibly morphing it into some sort of mechanical attack dog. This is the result of what happened last night. This is the end product. Let me make sure you can see. I can't see the glare. Yes, this is what is left of the baby doll from last night. It can hold on to stuff in case you need to. For example, I'm like, hey, baby, can you hold on to the pod filter with the little air intake that we made? Gladly. Okay, so if you need something to hold parts, old children's toys, it'll work. So just in case anyone was curious, I didn't know if anyone was wondering about what happened to the baby last night. That's what happened. But she's in good hands. But yeah, I was thinking about maybe making like a motorized baby centipede that could crawl around. What do you guys think? Comment down below. Should she become a motorized centipede, and what should the name be? I've marked her like Lord of the Rings when they come out and they put the hand on there. There you go. Okay. No need to be alarmed. Okay, this is completely normal procedure. There's garage. I'm just trying to be creative with my tool holding abilities. Okay, do I need to completely take this out? No. But I will get it nice and positioned so I can easily throw this on here. Just like so. Open this up a little bit more. Forgot I'm gonna tighten it a little bit to use it as a guide. This is a 1 1/4 inch drain pipe to drain pipe coupler that I got from a hardware store. So if you guys need a little rubber boot, you could use maybe a radiator hose, or you could use something like this. Rubber drain to drain. I don't know exactly what this piece is called, the technical term for it. Let's see. Which way is going to be the best way for this clamp? Let's try it this way. Oops. Clamp came off there. I know you guys are probably just looking at the back of my neck right now, but I'm attempting to shove this thing on here. It's giving me a hard time. Let me see if I can completely take this out, if it would make it any easier. I don't think it would, actually. Try and make it harder. Completely loosen this up. Still a little bit tight, I guess, because I'm maneuvering it in a 90-degree angle inside the tube, which you probably should not do. Probably not designed to do that. You see, move around now. There we go. Okay. Move this out of the way. Make it a bit easier on myself. Let's see here. You just shove it on there. Just like so. Try to ignore the flies maybe landing on your legs or close to your ear hole, if that seems to be happening to you as well right now. If you guys are following along in your GY6 scooter and you are repairing it for your friend Andres, just try and ignore the flies. Okay, they are there to try and break your focus from doing exactly what I just did right there. See that? Look at that. Ain't it beautiful? Let me get you up close and personal on the baby. And then I'll show you what I did right here. So as you can see, that rubber piece right there is now attached to the carburetor, and it has got a little bit of flexibility to it. So now I can easily just shove this back into the, I guess this would be the intake manifold, and then yeah, get it all bolted down, and then I will, give me that. I will throw this piece in there, probably trim it down quite a bit, just so it's maybe about yay short where my pinky is pointing in a weird way, and it'll be inside this rubber piece and be held in there. Hold up the engine temps, highly doubt it, but this thing isn't, it's got this plastic heat shield right here, and I've done this on another scooter that I had, and it seemed to last a long time, so not a big deal. It's not the hottest engine. Something I did try and use one time was PVC pipe, and that seemed to be a huge disaster because for some reason it attracted all sorts of dirt and grime. Yeah, check it out. Here's the heat shield. This is the actual cylinder head, I believe. Or the top valve cover. I'm not worried about it. Plus, it's sitting all the way back here, and engine bits are kind of over there. And the stock one is rubber anyway, so I think it'll be okay. We'll find out next time on Why Is the Scooter Broke Again? Okay, push this back in here. They claim it's a heat shield. I didn't claim it is. I'll believe them. I will believe them. I don't necessarily believe that it works, but they say it's a heat shield. To me, plastic heat shield doesn't make any sense either. So we're all on the same page. Okay, this thing slid in here. The heck it does. Oh, there we go. All right. Hear the plastic crunching. That's a good sign. You are headed in the right direction. If you hear any kind of plastic crunching, that means you have pretty much installed it correctly. Make sure it's all the way in there. Okay, if you feel your ligaments crunching, that also is a good indication that you are headed in the right direction. Okay, so let me get this clamp off here. Tighten up that one. It doesn't seem like it wants to go in any farther, and this is pretty much, if it gets any looser, it'll just be falling off there. So I'm going to call it good. Seems like it's good enough. Good enough for testing purposes. Speaking of which, I think that battery's probably charged up enough. We'll read through you guys' comments in a minute here. Just want to get a nice little chunk of progress done. And also to look at this fuel system on here. I'm not sure. There's one hose that is not connected to anything, and I'm kind of suspect. I'm not sure if it's a vent hose. Might be a vent hose. Not 100% positive. Also, curious if the electric choke is working as well. Seems like the bike will run well with the electric choke on. Then possibly that's what's causing it not to work anymore. So we will find out. There's not really much I could do to trim this, I don't think. Not really much left to trim, but I will trim it, and it will be a chaotic event, I believe. Yesterday I tried to cut the stainless with my bandsaw, and it jumped off the thing about 10 times, so obviously that was fun. Get this marker, and we'll go to the cutting station, to the bone saw.
One AI site builder you need to meet. This is dope tech from Wix.
Got my long nib marker.
Actually build your website. I'm going for
this thing is sick.
And after a free
if you need to mark inside of a hole, transfer a hole, that's how you get in there.
And just like that,
not what I'm using it for.
Now that's dope.
Using it as a regular marker.
Get in there and style it your way. Here's the fun part. You can regenerate this whole thing.
Put it like right.
Or you can tweak something specific.
There.
Like the layout. Let me describe what I had in mind.
Very good.
Yeah, that's fire. If there was ever a time to speak life into your dreams, it's right now using the Wix AI website.
I'm going to just manually cut this as to try and prevent any insane things from happening. Thanks, Grey Wolf. I appreciate the sub and the like, brother. Let's see. Let me read through your guys' comments real quick. Nice. Your tool? What? This bike that I'm working on. Sorry, Zephiel. It is a Lance Milan little scooter. Like this is like your typical scooter that you'd see on Craigslist for like $100. This is a GY6 style engine, and right now I'm trying to get the just a little pod filter put on there. Try and hopefully start the bike up. Yeah. This one is a 2008. Yeah, I am going to... Oh yeah, check this out. Found this big old poster that I bought from the swap meet. I tried to start taping it up in the back and stuff because it was like really ripped up. Oh, I know, Professor Oak. You think that the freaking Pokemon lab is cramped up? You have no idea. You have no idea all the little weird critters that I might have roaming around in here. These are some weird Pokemon that you've never seen before, Professor Oak. Let me get this set up real quick. Don't look at that. Fog machine, used once. Not even on Halloween, just on Fang's garage. For no reason. There we go. Put you on the 500. It is not finished yet, P0, but it is rideable. I went out and took it for a ride last night, and it was pretty fun. It rode really nice. Got the brakes all bled out, and yeah, went for a spin. It was very quick, as I thought it would be. So yeah, it is now able to at least drive around the area and go have some fun with. Sorry, just taking this filter off real quick. Okay. And I don't think I'll wear any gloves. Just some safety goggles, I guess. One second, guys. All right. this thing cut. Isn't going to be the most thrilling thing, but I do have to quickly change out the blade. Give you guys a quick view of a blade change. I had to do this quite a few times yesterday, so I'm going to avoid that problem today and just do it slowly with my hand and not rush it. Oh, hey, what's up, Ian? How are you doing? Oh, thanks, Sportster Joe. How you been, man? I have not posted any motorcycle magazine content recently, but I need to get back to it. Going too soon. All right. Well, this thing is not going to want to hold up. Let me try and rig this up real quick. Give me 1 second. Here we go. I'll put you on the Dyson cam. Let me clamp you onto here real quick. Oops. Hope I don't bend this and ruin it. Okay. Dyson. Check out the dice, guys. And now check out the work. Here we go. Again, I suggest you guys have Dramamine before watching this channel, because I moved the camera out the entire time. I will not let the camera sit there for too long. I never try and let anyone get bored. Gotta keep it fresh. And that's what we're gonna do right now. And we're gonna change out this horizontal vertical bandsaw blade. Nice, there it is. I'm sure you can see it very well. Almost too well. Okay, all I gotta do is just put the blade back on, just like so. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay, while holding it, not letting it go anywhere. I'm going to adjust the camera so you can see what I'm doing. Still holding the blade. I'm gonna loosen up this knob on the top. We're just going to drop this wheel right here down and give me some room to put the blade on, give it a little slack. Ease up the tension in the room. Oh, there we go. The blade popped off the bottom. Let me get the blade back on the bottom real quick. The fun part about a horizontal vertical bandsaw blade, when installing it, it likes to fight back sometimes. Especially if you're me, and especially if you are trying to do it live. It loves to fight back. There we go. Got it slipped on just like that. It's on there. I'm gonna just hold it like this. It's not that sharp. Quit crying about it. Tighten this up. Get a little tightsy tight. It's gonna tighten up the blade. Make sure it's still seated on the bottom. I'll loosen it a bit. Fell off just a hair. There we are. Get it a little tight. Now I'm going to turn it on for a second and make sure that the blade is not going to pop off there. If it does, close your eyes. Okay, seems to be good. I'm going to tighten up a little bit more. Give it another couple turns. Seems like it's good. Okay, now just got to close this back up. Get this knob. Put it back on right here. Just like that, boom. Then we got this little door right here. Loosen it up, put it down, tighten it back up. Good to go. Okay, now I could try and tilt this down and chop it, but it seems like it's too much pressure for this blade. So I'm going to grab some vice grips and just hold on to it and hope and pray that it does not slip out and get ruined and kick the blade off there and bind it up and make me yell and fall apart and everything else. Let's just hope. Let's just all hope that does not happen. I don't think it will because I have this. Okay. Gonna save the day right now. Oh, hey, what's up, Jose Vera? How are you doing, man? How you doing, Poppy? Poppy, huh? Interesting nickname for me. Oh, I don't know, man. What's up with you? How you doing, Jose? What are you up to? Are you at work? I'm clamping this tube right here with the authentic Craftsman 7WR rocking pliers. They're not vice grips. I know that. Vice grips is a brand. All right, guys, it's that time. Make sure you strap on your ultimate patriotic safety goggles, and let's do a little cutting. Really? Okay. Plan B. Plan B. Plan A. That's not gonna be good. The blade popped out there again. So I'm not gonna deal with this. I'm done. That's it, guys. I'm done. Sorry to end the stream like this. You seriously think I was gonna end the stream right now just because of that? You're wrong. I'm gonna go grab something else. I don't want to use this bandsaw anymore. It's bothering me. Horizontal bandsaw? More like horizontal bother me. Am I right? If this was a Phillips head, I'd say screw that. I'm not doing this anymore. But it's not. What it is this Fang's garage. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to take the little, why is this called Drill Master? Okay. Shouldn't it be called Grinder Master? Harbor Freight? Come on, dude. Who designed that at Harbor Freight? Let's call it Drill Master. Yeah, but aren't we going to make like grinders and sanders and stuff? Like what? Why are we going to name it Drill Master as the brand? That doesn't really make sense. Drill Master, dude. Okay, well, you are the boss. I mean, if that's what you want to do, I'm just saying it's kind of going to narrow it down. People might get confused. Drill Master, that's good. Drill Master. What do you guys think? Was that a smart move on Harbor Freight's part? Harbor Freight CEOs, I know you're watching. What was the thought behind Drill Master being the actual brand name? And are you guys the master of drills? If not, I mean, what are we doing here, folks? Is this really what you're going to spend your money on, Drill Master? This was $9.99 at Harbor Freight like 10 years ago, and it's still working. So yeah, I will keep buying Drill Master. It's a quality product. Don't look in that bucket. Drill master. When you need to grind something, grab a drill master. Drill master. When you need to drill it and you need it mastered, grab drill master. Actually, about 1,000 times faster than the Harbor Freight horizontal vertical bandsaw that I was trying to use. No way. Let's see. Pinch and lock up. Yeah, you're right. Oh, nice. Oh, raining now. Oh, hey, what's up, Will? How did you get that 196cc mini bike going? Yeah, this stuff is binding up. Pull the head off mini bike and head gasket is fine. Oh, nice. There you go, man. You're making progress. All right. You out riding the Sportster Joe? Can't remember. Did you say you have a Sportster? Sporty? This thing's not really that hot. Heat has been dissipated a little bit. I'm gonna file out the inside of this real quick. I'm guessing this is an exhaust pipe piece. It was in my exhaust pipe parts, and I'm pretty sure, I think it is stainless. I assume I got it for free. Usually when I go to the motorcycle swap meet, people will be throwing away exhaust pipes and stuff. Sometimes with a regular swap meet they do. And I just grab it. Why not? Gonna clean this up a little bit more. Almost done here. Almost got it all off. Looks good. All right. Is it perfect? No. Does it have to be perfect? Yes. This is for a rocket-powered GY6 engine. There you go. It's about I would guess 47-degree angle on that cut. That's what I was actually aiming for. So, in case you guys were curious, I'm doing more of an artistic stance on this bike repair. It doesn't really matter. It's going to be sitting inside of a piece of rubber anyways, and it's not even going to be clamping to anything, so it doesn't matter. You grab the filter over here. Probably shouldn't have chose stainless steel for it, but it's all I really had. I didn't want to use a rusty piece of steel. Oh, nice. 2 chops. Oh, Cristo, how are you doing? Only 1.7% of my viewership is from Italy, Cristo. Only 1.7%. It's the lowest out of anyone that watches any of the stuff. So I am super glad that you're here, Cristo. I was like, I hope someone from Italy is watching. So you are making me very happy right now, Cristo. Cristo. Is that how you say it? Cristo. I like it, man. I like the name, Cristo. Maybe someday I'll go to Italy, Cristo. You can show me around. You can rent motorcycles. You can go for a ride. Maybe we can get a little scooter, get a cappuccino. I'll bring Courtney. She loves Italian food. This one, she's picky. It's okay. She just likes baby food. She mainly likes to eat mayonnaise and carburetor cleaner right now. That's her favorite things to eat. So I don't know. She's on a weird diet. Okay, so this is shortened, okay, just like so. Let me actually take this clamp and swap it around. So it'll be nice and easy for me to bolt on there like that. Is there any words you could teach me, Cristo, about Italy in Italian? Can you teach me something, please? Oh, I'm not asking for a free Duolingo session here, but I did learn the word privet. Now, ciao. There we go. Do I like those slingshot things? Oh, which slingshot things are you talking about? Slingshot? I have a small slingshot, but I have not revealed it yet. Oh, the slingshot. Oh, you're talking about the little three-wheeler thing. That seems pretty cool. To me, the only way I'm riding a slingshot is I'm not wearing no helmet. There's no way. You're not going to catch me riding no slingshot with a helmet on. That's a car. It's like a car trike, but there ain't no way I'm wearing no helmet. You're not going to catch me with no helmet on. That's a cool thing that I want to do with a VW trike. If you get a Volkswagen Bug and you convert it into a trike, I think it's still considered like a VW car. So last time I checked, you don't have to wear a helmet when you're riding a VW car. So therefore, I would assume it's still technically a car. Considered a car. You wouldn't have to you could ride the trike with no helmet on. Not that I would suggest doing that, but I'm just saying it's a cool feature. Okay, I should have done this all at once. Let's see if I can do it all at once. See if I can reverse the steps a little bit. It's kind of the theme around here. Get about 90% there, and then realize, oh, you got to take it all off and do it again. So that's what we shall do. Okay, what I'm gonna do. Take this. Let me zoom out real quick. Sorry, guys. Didn't realize it was so nice. That was nice. Just disconnect real quick. That was nice of me, right? I'm gonna shove this thing in here as hard as I possibly can. You completely loosen this clamp up so it is not hindering it whatsoever. There's a fly on my arm. Might have to get out the bug assault rifle. That fly, look at it. How outrageous is that? He wants to help. He wants to see what's going on. Gosh darn it. Okay. I'm about to blast myself in the face with the bug assault salt gun so I can kill this fly. Oh, great. Just pop the filter off there on accident. It's perfect. It is working out just perfectly. Okay. Hold on. I will not stand for this for one more moment. This cannot go on any longer. I will not go on for one more second. These stinking flies attacking me. I'm trying to work on the motorcycle. Let me just grab my weapon. My weapon of choice. This has gone on for long enough. And I'm about to put an end to it. Oh, I just felt one on my leg. Just felt one right on my leg. Okay, you guys are about to see some live duck hunt stuff. You ready, Gizmo? He's looking up. He's still sleeping from last night. I'm going to put this here in the event that, yeah, I do need some good spiders around here. This weird purple one came crawling out at me from the attic yesterday. I'm going to put the camera here in the event that I need to use this. I do a little bit of hunting right now. Let me actually turn the camera a little bit more so you can see the full extent of the slaughter that is about to commence. No, it's because this stupid thing. Hold on. There we go. Buy a Hayabusa? Oh, heck yeah. I'd love to buy a Hayabusa, man. Give me a turbo Hayabusa, and I will, I'll take that and I'll put it inside this frame. And we'll go ride it together. Aditya, we'll go ride it together. And we'll laugh and we'll play. We'll be frolicking. I'll look back, you'll be on the back, and you'll be like, this is so fun. I'll be like, I know, Aditya. Let's go. We'll be blasting off. It'll be so fun. Let's do it. Turbo Hayabusa. Me and you, Aditya. I mean, we could both get one. Too. We don't have to go ride on the same one if you don't want. We could both get one. And just go for a ride. Let me know, Aditya. Oh, I can hear a fly just flew right by my face. And now it is taunting me. So now I will show it exactly how welcome it is in Fang's garage. And by welcome, I mean not welcome at all. I had a praying mantis in here the other week, and I was getting flies, stunning them with the bug assault gun. And then I was running and grabbing them with tweezers and giving it to the praying mantis and feeding it. It was eating it. And we became good friends after that. Did he leave? Yes, he left after a while. But it's because praying mantis, they don't like to just hang out in the garage all the time. They like to go out and hunt and play and frolic and ride around on Hayabusas. Really, I think that's probably a praying mantis's favorite bike, Hayabusa. And you know it's going to be turbocharged. Do you really think a praying mantis would ride around on a Hayabusa that was not turbocharged? There's no way. The praying mantis could grab onto the throttle perfectly and lock in. Oh, great. Landscapers are here. My neighbor's landscapers are here. Check it out. This is what I've done. I've taken that piece. You cannot see it really in there because of the lighting. Let me see. Ooh, praying mantis theme. That sounds sick. So you can kind of see the piece in there. Kind of hard to see it, but it's in there. Ninja 250. Oh yeah, you would need some extra jetting for a 200-pound woman on there. Thanks, Aditya. Let me show you something real quick. Speaking of praying mantis, I have to show you. First off, that's what's in that jar, praying mantis. That one died in my garage, and I wanted to preserve it, so I put it in the alcohol. But check this out. Sick. Don't forget, Aditya, say your prayers. Did I even need the stainless piece? So I don't think any flies are going to show up, so I'm just going to put it back on the scooter. Yeah, let me show you what my thought was on putting this stainless piece on here real quick. Hold on while I orientate my camera again. All right, well, that's about as unzoomed as it will get. Yeah, I was thinking I might have to use this, the bug assault. So my thought on using the stainless piece. So this piece right here that's coming off the filter is made out of rubber, the one that this clamp is on. So it has something hard to clamp onto. So that was the purpose for having that stainless piece on there, to give it a hard surface to clamp onto. And then it also doubles because the cross member right there on the frame, like I said before, if I were to try and put the pod filter on just like this, it hits the cross member right here. So that's why I had to extend it a little bit. They do sell filters where it comes out and it like kind of curves around and stuff, but I think they're like $100. And I'm like, dude, this piece right here was like $7. and the filter itself was like $5. But I had the stainless piece just laying around, so I was like, I'll just try and use this rather than I just want to keep it. This is basically just for my buddy Andres to ride around for a little bit and learn how to ride on and stuff. Eventually, I think he'll get a small motorcycle. That's the plan. Let me loosen this back up so I can get a little wiggle room. Okay, let's see. This clamp out of the way. This out of the way. But yeah, when I got this bike, it had the stock rubber one, the rubber airbox and stuff. The airbox was super tore up. It was all cracked up and stuff, so it's not really usable. The rubber intake boot was also really worn out and all cracked and stuff. So the only other option was, let me move this clamp off of here. It's kind of getting in my dang way. The only other option was to buy a stock one, which in my mind, it didn't make any sense to buy a stock one. It's like they're not, sorry guys, I don't know if this weed eater is interfering with the noise at all. What is the bike? So the bike that I'm working on right now, it's called Lance Milan. It is a GY6 style. Yeah, the things like this, like the rubber intake boot, the stock one, they're not super common. If it's for a very specific bike, it's kind of more expensive. It'd probably be like $100, or I would guess over $50 for a stock one, which to me seemed like pretty pricey for a little rubber boot. So in my mind, it made way more sense to just put a pod filter on it and give it some more airflow anyways. I think that the stock one is pretty limiting on these Lance Milan scooters. I think it's usually probably the first thing that people would modify is the air intake, because it seems like an easy modification to get some power, a little extra power out of it. So you can see right there, Aditya, this is the Lance Milan 2008. This is your standard like 150cc, 125cc, or 50cc scooter. And you can see right here, this is pretty much almost all the way on there. So if anyone, if anyone is interested in working on scooters, or if you see one for cheap, or maybe just for parts, they're pretty easy to learn how to work on, and you don't need a lot of tools. At least not from what I've experienced. There are some things where you'll need a specific tool, like if you're going to be replacing, like I had to buy a flywheel puller to check the start or the charging system on here. Things like that. So you might need a couple specialty tools, but for the most part, like basic set of tools, screwdrivers, ratchets, they're pretty easy to work on, and it's pretty self-explanatory once you start looking into it. These engines are used on a ton of different things. As far as scooters, at least, a lot of different scooters use this style engine or something very similar. So just gonna get this kind of positioned on here better. It's a tight squeeze, but I don't see why it wouldn't work. And then once I get this installed, I can throw the battery in it and try and start it. It was having a hard time starting, and he did let it sit for a couple of months without starting it. and the pilot screw or the pilot jet on these little carburetors can get clogged up real easy. The last one, when I got the bike, I had to replace the I replaced the whole carburetor because the jets were completely like so gummed up that I couldn't even get like a little copper wire through it or anything. So I was like, these are beyond repair, and it didn't make any sense not to, because it would have taken me probably an hour to clean it out and try and free up those jets. And I was like, well, that's like $30. Like, pay $30 and just get a whole brand new kit with a pod filter and everything. So that's what I ended up doing. Okay, just for now, I'm going to believe these are the wires. Going to I'll just leave these here. Oh, that's not right. That's a little bit loose, huh? Should not be loose. Okay, so I'll show you a little bit more in depth on what I'm doing here. Yeah, the stock airbox, normally it's right here, and as you can see, it was sitting out for a long time, just to the elements. And if it did this to the metal surfaces, you can imagine what the plastic pieces, even these body panels, it was really hard to take it all apart. I had to take the whole thing apart to get to the fuel tank. It's actually mounted down here on this one. A lot of times they're mounted on the rear part right here. It's really easy to work on, but this one is mounted down below, so it makes it a lot harder to work on. But all the little plastic pieces, they all like want to break. All the little clips want to break. So that's probably one of the hardest parts about working on one of these, is dealing with all the trim pieces. It's like kind of a mess if you're trying to keep it all in one piece. Okay, so let me straighten out these bars real quick and put you on here. And let's see, I'll put the battery in, and then we will see what's going to happen when I try and start it. Let's see if I remember which battery. I think it's this one that's good. Let me test it real quick. Doing a quick battery test. Make sure this thing's still good. Charged up. This is probably a good spot for the baby to hang on to. She could be the little cord baby. Okay. Let's see. Cord baby. I need a cord, baby. Do a little pop quiz on the battery. See if it knows its voltage is what it's supposed to be at. It's fully charged. Might as well charge another one. Make sure that one, okay, that's good. Got one more here. And just make sure, might as well see if I can use the pulse repair on it. Okay, use this one and grab some little bolts. Show you a little tech tip for you tech tippers. You guys have heard of cow tipping? Have you ever heard of tech tipping? Go out and tip over your local tech. Here. Okay, so common issue when it comes to fooling around with these battery. Oh, good. Missing one of these. Okay. Oh, there it is. Messing with these battery terminal things is what happens. Show you right here. I'm sure you guys already know this is a common thing. I've seen this on mine a million times. What happens is, on a battery terminal, on a motorcycle, you put this little nut into here, right? And then you're trying to screw it down, and it doesn't always reach once you have the terminals and stuff hooked up. So an easy way to keep it from falling down like that is to put something in there first. And what I'm going to use is a zip tie. See, I just folded it over once. I don't know if that'll be too much, but we'll see. Just gonna throw this in there on top of it, and just shove that whole sandwich in there, just like that. And then, as you can see, now it's being held right up at the top of the terminal. So when you go to tighten it up, then you just take your bolt and put your terminal on there, and it's nice and easy to grab it. Sometimes you'll be sitting there and this little nut will be trying to slide all over the place and jump around, do a little Mexican jumping bean dance, and you're trying to put the bolts in, and you're like, stop moving. So that's an easy way. You don't need to use a zip tie. Just throw anything in there. Put a piece of paper in there, put your finger in there, put your little brother or sister in there. Just throw it in there and try and get something to hold that little terminal from jumping around. That's it. Tech tip of the day, Fang's Garage. Do you connect the positive terminal first when you do something? Let me know in the comments. Am I doing it the wrong way? Drop a like if I am. I would love it. I will know that I'm doing it the complete wrong way. I can feel a fly on my head. Okay, the flies are back. I need to get armed. Armed and dangerous. At Fang's Garage. There's one. Oh, I got it. Did you guys see that? Oh, man, it was zoomed in. It's completely zoomed when I shot one and killed it. I'll leave it nearby, just in case. Or it's like the flies know when I set it down. Okay, now it doesn't want to go in there as easy as I was advertising it would. The heck's going on here? Oh, it's because the zip tie's in there, pushing it. I was too zealous with the zip. Okay, I'm gonna put it in there the other way. That makes more sense, with the fold facing downward. That way it can't go up into the threaded area and mess around and try and play games and joke around. As battery terminal screws and nuts usually do. They usually like to play around, play games, they're mischievous. They don't like to comply. They like to kind of, slide out of the way. It's like that shadow thing that you see out of the corner of your eye, and you look and you're like, what? And it's gone. Or like when your computer is acting up and you're like, okay, I'm going to hit it. Control, Alt, and then as soon as you are about to hit, your finger is, the atoms on your finger are touching the atoms on the delete key. Your computer can sense it, and then it just stops acting up. It unfreezes. Okay. Wait. Okay. I'm done. And you're like, okay, are you serious? I'm gonna open up Task Manager and start closing. Okay, I'm done. I'm serious. I'm done. Don't open Task Manager. I'm done. I'm serious. That's what my computer acts like all the time. Am I the only one? I feel like I'm not the only one. In fact, I know I'm not the only one. They wrote a whole song about it. They're talking about using Task Manager on a computer when they wrote that song. I'm pretty sure. At least that's what if I remember correctly. Okay, I put the zip tie on there. I put the fold down so it's not poking up into the threads. And as you can see, look how easy that went on. Easy peasy. Uh-oh, I wired it on backwards. Insert clip of an explosion. Now, if you could just get the freaking zip tie. Oh, it's stuck on. Stuck on something? Oh, it's because of the bolt. I accidentally screwed the bolt down into the zip tie, and I bolted down the zip tie. Tech tip of the day: bolt down all your zip ties. prevents your zip ties from coming undone. And yeah, it's a good tech tip. If you ever feel like, hey Google, should I bolt down my zip ties? It's going to say, absolutely. Bolt them down as tight as you possibly can. And make sure that if you have a baby hanging there, that it's securely fashioned. Make sure that if a baby is hanging from an extension cord in your garage, that it's being supported properly as far as emotions. Make sure that you're emotionally supporting your extension cord baby at extensioncordbaby.com. We have all your extension cord baby needs. Any kind of extension cord baby supplies you might have. Don't even hesitate. Don't even think twice. Just head on over to extensioncordbaby.com and we'll get you taken care of. Again, this video is sponsored by extensioncordbaby.com. So feel free to mention Fang's Garage at checkout. You'll receive a free month supply of extension cord baby oil to keep it properly lubricated. Let me go let YouTube know that I am still listening. I'm still here, YouTube. I'm going to continue watching. And I'm going to continue whispering and wanting and waiting. Let's try and start the GY6 Lance Milan 2008 scooter. See what's happening with it. See what the symptoms may be. Maybe. What they may be. Maybe. Let's try and start it and see what it's going to do. One of the issues, possibly, fuel delivery, the fuel tank. Oops, sorry. It says I have to keep fixing the rotation. All right, let me read through your guys' stuff real quick. How much did it cost? I got this scooter for $100. I put maybe $200 into it, got it running and everything, got some parts for it, and sold it to my buddy for $500. So I made a couple $100, and he got a functioning scooter for a couple months until he let it sit. Now it's got issues. Hopefully the gas is good. That's what I'm thinking. The deal for real. Dang. BMW's top end super bikes. There's a BMW over there, but it's an old one. Little motorcycle batteries. Yes, they are frustrating to deal with. They are very tiny. Let's try and cold start it and see what happens. Let's see. Andres, his keys. Let me see if I can find. There they are. Consult the keyboard and find the key with the custom keychain that I made for him when I sold him the bike. I had to replace the ignition lock on this when I got it. Oops. Okay. The lights are on. Favorite bike? The favorite bike that I own is probably this bike right here. It is the Ultima 127, and this is the fastest bike I've ever been on. It is so scary to ride. That's why I want to get it running, and that's what I'm going to be working on pretty soon. Not today, but I'm going to be working on it soon. As far as my long-form videos that I post on Fridays, it's going to be mainly about the Ultima for a little bit while I start working on it. Okay. I'm going to just double check this real quick, make sure that there is gas. One thing that I'm concerned about on this bike, this is a vacuum operated fuel pump. So I am semi-concerned about this because it's going to be kind of hard to tell if it's working in a way. We'll see. I had to take it apart one time and rebuild it right when I got it, and then it worked. So I'm hoping there's not an issue with that. Let's try and start it. Turn on the this. part of this bike is you have to have, part of the safety system is you have to have the one of the brakes pressed while you try and start it. It's a safety feature. It does not seem like the brake light switch is working, but I'm gonna try it anyways. No. Let me make sure everything is hooked up as it should be. If the brake light switch is not working, then the bike will not start. Won't even try and start. So let me just make sure the other filament in here is not lighting up. You grab something and poke at this brake switch for a second. See if maybe it just has a little bit of corrosion inside there. And maybe it's just stuck. When we got the bike running the other week,
I just sketched an idea this morning, and I now have
it was the same issue. One of the brake light switches, the little micro switches in the brake lever, they weren't really working. So we just had to take it out and clean
I
it.
used their state-of-the-art image generation to create a
I can
concept,
maybe
animate my storyboard, and even record
move it
perfect
quite a bit.
voiceover
See if I can get it to
ever
work.
leaving my desk. The result? A project that I only used
I
to
also have
dream
some
of.
screws I need
Over
to
30
replace for
million
this bike
creators
that
like
were
me choose artists
missing.
because they have the best
I got it.
AI and tools. But it doesn't stop there. Supplement their AI tools with all their high-end music, sound effects, and creative assets, and you've got an incredible one-stop shop for everything you need to bring your vision to life. Go to artlist.io and unleash your ideas today.
Okay. There we go. Now it's working. I think it'll start now. No. Is the kill switch not working? The brake light is illuminating the way it should, which tells me that the brake light starting circuit should be working. Let me see if this will work. Let's see. Try and jump the starter solenoid. Give it a little jump start. Looking, searching. Cannot find a proper one of those pliers, but I'll try these ones. See if it works. Need to stop and get something to drink in a second here before I die. But first, I'll try this. See if this will work. Huh, it's pretty weak. See if the starter button will work now. No. Man, that feels like that battery is pretty dang weak. Let me put the other battery in. Maybe that's the issue. I know he bought a new battery, but maybe I was confused on which one he bought. I thought this was the newer one, even though it looked older, because I could have sworn that I bought that one when I first got the bike. I could be wrong. Let's find out. Hopefully it's just the battery. Very nice. That would explain why the brake light was so weak as well. So we are solving a gigantic puzzle that we get to ride when we're done with it. Let me ask you this. Thomas Kincaid puzzle. Is it beautiful? Yes. But can you make it go 35 miles an hour down the street when you're done with it? The little Thomas Kincaid puzzle? I don't think it could do that. Even if it was a Thomas Kincaid puzzle with like a nice cottage around Christmas time, there's a snowman, all sorts of stuff, and there was motorcycles in it, even if that was the case, still could not ride the puzzle. But when you solve this puzzle, you get to ride it. and you get to enjoy it, and you get to cherish it, and you get to laugh, and you look over at your friend Andres, and you're like, isn't this fun? And he's like, yeah, this is the best. When you're doing a puzzle, a Thomas Kincaid puzzle with Andres, do you ever look over at him and you're like, this is the best? Why would you do that? You're inside, like what are you gonna scream inside his house? I mean, I'm sure if he's living with someone, or if he has other company over, they're gonna be like, who is this guy? Why is he screaming? We're making a Thomas Kincaid puzzle right now. Why is he looking over screaming, this is the best? I mean, I know it's a cool puzzle, but it's not that exciting. It's not like we're riding around a 2008 Lance Milan scooter. But you know what, Andres? When I'm done solving this puzzle, buddy, we're going to be riding. And we're going to be laughing. And we're going to be looking over at each other. And we're going to say, this is the best. I'm going to say, yeah, it is. This ain't no Thomas Kincaid. It's a Lance Milan. Am I the only one that thinks like that? Or is there some people doing a Thomas Kincaid puzzle right now? I'm sure there probably is, and you're probably cozy, and you're probably looking forward to Christmas like I am, but I mean, I'm also looking forward to riding this thing a little bit too, to be honest with you. To be quite frank, I'm still looking forward to it, to be honest. If you really want to know the truth, I'm still really looking forward to riding this scooter. Even though it belongs to my friend, I still want to ride it. I still want to ride it myself, too. Okay? I'm not being selfish. I need to test ride it. Okay? New batteries installed. Let's try and start the dang thing. Okay, now we're responsive. Let's see. Oh, yeah. She's chugging along. The choke is not pulled whatsoever, but I have a sneaking suspicion that it might work. So, in the event that it does work, I want to just be able to go and ride a little bit with you guys live with the Lance Milan scooter. So I'm just going to put the seat on temporarily with one screw, and I will get it kind of ready in case it does work. And if it does work, then I will throw it on the handlebars real quick, and it'll be vibrating around all crazy, and you'll be like, whoa, 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 whoa. And I'll be like, hold on. And then we'll go for a quick little spin around the block, because part of the issue with this bike is, in order to diagnose it, it has to be hot. So that is the plan. Actually, let me do one thing real quick. I'm going to check and see exactly how to take off the spark plug on this thing. It is located on the inside right here. Just pop this real quick. I want to be able to check the spark plug very quickly, or at least we'll do this. I will grab another spark plug. Yeah, I know. Sometimes it's a little thing that will like hold you up forever. You think this is gonna be quick, and then you're like 3 hours later, and you're like, "Leave me alone! I'm trying. I have work tomorrow. I know." Okay, I have some extra spark plugs here in my spark plug drawer, and they are B8ES NGK. I have no clue if that will work, or what it will be like, but what I am sure of is spark plug that is brand new is a brand new spark plug, and that is brand new. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this all ready in the event that the bike works perfectly well. I want to be able to test the coil out when I get back, or if I get stranded. So my thought is, could be heat related.
To build an app with your name on it.
Oh my gosh.
Meet Base 44.
Can you guys
A complete AI creation platform.
please get Base 44 so they stop bugging me about it? They're insisting I get Base 44. Just kidding. I wouldn't get it. Okay, so my plan is I'm going to get the spark plug ready to at least pop the spark plug wire off. I think that maybe the coil is messing up when, shake real quick. When the bike's getting hot, that's when it has a problem. This is the ignition coil right here. And so my thought is the spark plug wire is right here and it goes down there. So my thought is maybe this is failing because of heat. That's why when it heats up, it is shutting off. The other thought I have is, let's see, sorry, trying to get the camera adjusted. This is the vacuum operated fuel pump. That could be failing. Also something that I read is that if it gets, it could potentially get a vacuum leak when it's heated, when its engine's heated up. And if it develops a vacuum leak, then it will cause it to, I believe, run lean. And then I think it will shut off if it's overheating. So that's my thoughts. That's the plan. The stator, I checked the stator and the regulator rectifier. Those all were good. It did have a loose wire on the regulator rectifier when I got the bike because I was trying to figure out why the battery wouldn't charge. And I thought, okay, it's got to be a stator. Took that off, checked it. It was actually good. Then I went to the regulator, which is up in the front of the bike, and it had a little wire that was loose out of the connector, and it was arcing out, burning a hole in it in the connector. So I ended up fixing that, and then the bike started charging. So at that point, that's when I was like, okay, time to start putting a little money into this bike, and got it fixed up. So what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to try and test this, see if I can just use this spark plug so I can see if the coil is working when the engine is heated up. Is that the right way to say it? Heated up. I'm going to turn the key real quick and test and see if I can get some spark out of it, just to see if my test will work in the event that this little experiment goes well. Okay, yeah, that works. So plan is get the bike running, get it heated up, ride it around, make the engine stop. Then I will immediately jump off, take the seat off, take the spark plug wire out, throw this spark plug in there and test it. And if there is no spark coming from this, because I just tested it and it tested good, there was a nice strong spark. If it doesn't work, that will tell me that under heat, the coil is failing. So yeah, that's the thought on that. That's what I'm going to try and do. And then when I'm done, I will obviously try and clean this up a little bit. Let me just double check and make sure that there is nothing that has been disconnected. There is one hose on top of the fuel tank that looks like it's supposed to be going to something, but there's nothing for it to attach to. And I cannot tell where the heck is it supposed to go. And I'm thinking it's just a vent for the tank, but we will find out shortly on Fang's Garage. Let's try. Make sure that's good. Put the carburetor drain hose in its place real quick.
This is
dragging on the floor.
Dr. Dre's built, and I'm able to, work with his team to secure this location and get all of my homies in here to activate in all of the spaces. Man, we got like the B live room popping at its own functional studio space. We got the B room doing what it's supposed to do.
Give me 1 second here, folks. I'll try and start the scooter up right now.
So we literally got like 5 stations.
I think it's going to start.
Music.
So I uploaded this one bar. It's a real bitch birthday. What you trying to do tonight? No matter where your birthplace. So typed in my lyrics.
All right, this commercial is just probably gonna take forever. It's not gonna be a quick one. Okay. Commercial cam, where I change the commercial. Wow.
There are things that are going to be consistent about
Change. Skip.
Right now, my brain is still not formula.
72-minute long commercial. This song is called Sung by Thunder Love. You heard it here first. Probably not first, but you heard it here today on Fang's Garage. And let's try and start the scooter up, shall we? Let's get it ready. Let's get it set. Let's get it cord, baby. Charging voltage, yeah, you are right. I do need to check that. I'm going to see if it will start first, and then I will go farther into it if everything is working. As far as rideability, I need to at least be able to get it heated up, and then yeah, maybe make sure that the battery is not discharging or something. When we test rode it the other week, it was rideable, and he could ride it, and it would ride fine, and then it would stop working until it cooled down. Then it would stop working again. So let me get this thing up on the center stand real quick. Make it a little bit easier to start. Okay. Ready? Ready, Freddy. Okay. Starting. Like I thought it would. It's running. It is so quiet. You would not believe it. Let me grab my helmet. We'll go for a quick spin around the block. Okay. Let's go. I'm gonna just put it on the handlebars, so it'll probably vibrate a lot and be pretty bumpy and bouncy. But you know what? If Courtney can handle it, so can you guys. She'll be riding on the passenger seat, so don't get weirded out. She has no arms; she can't hold on. So just bear with us, guys. Let me move this mirror. Make sure it's pointing the right way, just for Zach. Right, Zach? You're still in here. Make sure this thing is on the right way. Okay. I think it'll be good enough. I can kind of hold on to it while I do this. Oops. Here we go. Yeah, it'll have to do. Hold on, guys. Let me get this adjusted real quick. Let's take a second. Thing's gonna get heated up and not work by the time I get it done. There we go. Got it. Let's go. I did crash. You're right. Crash out. Fang's Garage Crash Out Edition. All right. I haven't rode this thing in a while. Let's see how it rides. Why not just start walking, huh? What do you guys think? Yeah, I think I'm not getting any spark. But I live right at the top of the hill right there, so I was kind of trying to make it fail, but I was like hoping to stay at the top of the hill when it happened. So yeah, basically. Oh no, I'm good. I was trying to actually make it stop working, but I'll just make it overheat in my driveway and then see if I can figure it out then. Is that your truck right there? Yeah. Dude, that thing's sick. All right then, later, man. We're making new friends. Luckily, there's only one other hill, and I could just ride it down the hill. Oh, there's the car. Maybe it'll cool down enough by the time I get to the house. Or we just test it. I'm certainly getting my workout in. My I don't know what my leg muscle, whatever leg muscle it is, just getting a really good workout right now. Pushing this thing. We're making our way downtown, folks. Not walking very fast, but try not to pass out here. Oh, heavy breathing. There we go. Put this on like this. You guys can see the long walk home. I'll try and keep my pants pulled up, but again, these are some old shorts, and I've lost a little bit of weight, so it's kind of squeezing me out like a tube of toothpaste, and I can't go back in. Can't be put back in. Not today. Not on Fang's Garage. If you need any extra power while you're walking your GY6 Lance Milan 2008 scooter back to your house after it stopped working, I wouldn't suggest using a vape. This nicotine is just making me more, I don't know, woozy, in tune, locked in. Okay, good. We're at a portion where there's downhill, and I get to rest for a moment and try and, oh, let me kick the scooter and try and start it while I'm going downhill, even though I have to hit the brake a little bit. Woohoo! We're back, and we're back. Hopefully my phone's still on there. Yeah, I can still see it. If not, maybe I'll get a new phone today. Who knows? Woo-hoo-hoo! Didn't have to walk it up that hill. Oh, yeah. Don't die on me now. Don't die on me now. I'm almost there. Now, how am I going to replicate the problem? I'm going to have to continue riding it a little bit. Or maybe I'll just let it warm up in my driveway. See if that'll work. Here like this. Might fall off. Nice, we made it. Let's keep it rolling. I'm going to continue riding it around a little bit so I can try and get it to stop working while I'm in the yard. This is a new YouTube channel. It's called Fang's Yard. Offshoot of Fang's Garage. Let's do it. The purpose of this exercise is to get this thing to stop working by getting it to overheat, hopefully, and do what it just did earlier when it wouldn't start. There's a scooter. This headlight is falling off. My gosh. What I do is put some more on this headlight. Little screws on here. Try some right-hand turns. Never do those. Oh my gosh, my right leg. What the heck? Never been used before. Now it refuses to die. Of course. Now, of course, it refuses to die. Now it is working perfectly. Might just have to sit here and rev it. I don't want to overheat it. Feels like it's starting to want to die now. I teach scooter riding courses at night, in case you guys are wondering, when I'm not doing surveys. If anyone's interested, just go to scooterrider.com/Fang's Garage, and they'll get you hooked up. Again, the courses are very expensive because we use top-of-the-line equipment here at Fang's Garage. But if you are interested, that's scooterriders.com/Fang's Garage. They are a partner of yogurtwater.com. They are an affiliate. I do earn a little bit of money if you guys buy anything from yogurtwater.com or hotdogdrink.com. Those are my two affiliate links. Link in the description, along with my home address. What the heck is going on? This scooter's more durable than ever. Will not die, will not fail. It's trying to make a fool out of me right now. My goodness. All right, well, apparently I fixed it out of nowhere for no reason. There we go, just died. See if I can get it to die again. Feels like it's going to start dying soon. I'm going to really abuse it right now. This is me really abusing a GY6 scooter. My wallet keeps falling out of my pocket. You guys getting a good view? Everybody getting a good view? trying to make it break. It refuses to break now. It's like the most durable scooter of all time. Even standing on it won't break it. All right, my neighbor is moving her car, so I have to stop. I'm gonna put it up on the center stand and see if I can get it to stop working by just sitting there. It's refusing to die, guys. I don't know what's going on with it now. Blowing out some smoke. Sure, that can't be good. I know you guys just want to go for a quick spin. Vespa is. It's a nice day to break a scooter. It's my favorite song. It's by Justin Bieber and Taylor Swift. It's called Nice Day to Break a Scooter. It's off the new album. It's a collab. It's a limited release, but when you're doing the stuff I'm doing, you have kind of a bit more of a reach sometimes, you know? Sometimes you get a little riding around GY6 scooters. I am. As you guys may know, Justin Bieber and Taylor Swift are both big fans of the GY6 scooter. They are GY6 scooter fanatics, to say the least. So I'm not really a big fan of their music, but you know, anyone riding a scoot, I'll give them a hoop. That's what I always say. Not sure why this scooter is now so incredibly durable, but I'm pretty much gonna have to freaking give up on breaking it for now. I don't really know what else to do. Now I just freaking put a helmet on and go ride around like freaking non-stop, apparently. Let me see if I can get this guy fist bump while I'm cruising by. Nice. Later, man. We did it. Live on Fang's Garage, the first GY6 fist bump while riding has been done. You saw it live, all right? There's a fist bump waiting to happen right here. I have a fist and it is ready to bump. Here we go. First fist that comes in contact with this thing is going to get bumped. Not gonna happen. All right, well guys, I am going to have to figure out another way to get this thing to break because it will not break. It is unstoppable, it's unbeatable, it's unbearable. And have died. I guess I'm just gonna have to tell Andres that I accidentally fixed his bike and I have no idea how. What do you guys think? Any suggestions? Anyone? I'm sitting on the passenger seat. Not super comfortable, but I can imagine being pretty frightening. Check it out. Throttle cam. Right? That's what we do on Fang's Garage. We never keep the same camera angle for more than 2 seconds. Alright. Well, let's go back in defeat. She is not too happy about this. You like climbing on that bike? Yes, I did like climbing on this bike. It's a fun little bike. Izzy Lance Milan 2008 150cc GY6 scooter. And to be completely honest with you, I don't know what the heck is wrong with it. Now it's running perfectly fine. I could have ran that thing indefinitely. Couple of thoughts. It did have pretty old gas in it, so I was thinking maybe he put a lot of seafoam in there. I was thinking maybe the seafoam has been the stuff that's burning, and so he did put new gas in it. It was like half a gallon. Maybe all the old stuff is burned through, and now it's burning just the clean gas. I don't know. Maybe the only thing left to do is maybe it had nothing to do with being heat related. Maybe it was just gas related. I don't know. Maybe what I will do is I will take this, I'll siphon out this fuel tank and then put some fresh gas in there, and maybe that will solve the problem. Also, my thought is with the air filter, my theory, I don't know if it's valid. I don't know if it's even possible. But my theory was maybe when I added the air filter on there, it stopped running so lean, stopped running so hot, and maybe that is what solved the problem partially. Maybe it was getting too hot, and perhaps the part where it just stopped working was just a fluke. I don't know. Maybe I'll get a new spark plug for it, and maybe I'll ask Andres if he wants to just change out this coil and see if maybe the problem goes away. Who knows? Have to do a little bit more testing on that. So, yeah, I don't know, guys. What do you think? The Lance Milan scooter. Let me fix this. Hold on. Wearing my rapping shirt that my cousin got for me. My cousin and my nephew, Shane and Maddox. Thanks, guys. It's pretty sick. Check it out. Nice. Rat pink and a hot rod. Pretty sick. So yeah. Got a couple of things to maybe possibly work on later. Who knows? Everyone wants to call me names and call me the guy from Toy Story just because I have stuff laying around that I want to just modify a little bit. And what's the big deal? Eh? I really don't see what the big deal is. I mean, it's my stuff, okay? It's my Harbor Freight scissors, right? It's my things that I like to collect, all right? And it's my business, whatever I do with this 1377 HR Barbie head, okay? It's my decision what I decide to do with it. Okay, I want to give her a little bit of a haircut. You know what? I think it's appropriate that I do so. I don't think it's anybody's business what I'm doing with my hair and my dolls and my toys and my collectibles and all that stuff. Because you know what? Let me tell you something. Things around Things Garage, although they can be practical and useful, like working on maybe a GY6 scooter, maybe a Yamaha Roadstar, maybe a shovel head, who knows? We do all sorts of stuff here, but the thing is, sometimes I just like to make little modifications, weird modifications on some of the toys and some of the items. And sometimes the dolls, you need a little bit of a haircut too, okay? So it's not all just tech tips on EX500s or rebuild tutorials. It's also modifications, weird modifications on toys. And you know what? It's kind of strange to me the way this is kind of turning out. Because somebody the other day, they said, is this the guy from Toy Story all grown up, Sid? I said, I don't know. You tell me. Let's do a little bit more work on her later. All right, guys, I'm going to head out. has been a long live stream, and I have a lot of dad duties that I have to go take care of. So me and Courtney we're going to go watch the kids and go do things that we need to do. I'm out. See you guys. Go subscribe. Go like. Go comment. Go do all that stuff. Things Garage. See ya.